How the INFJ brain works. The INFJ minds are wired uniquely, giving them a blend of deep intuition, empathy, and logical thinking that makes them both mysterious and fascinating. In this video, we're going to break down the inner workings of the INFJ mind. How do they think, process emotions, and make decisions? 1. The INFJ cognitive functions, Introverted Intuition. To understand how an INFJ's brain works, we first need to dive into their cognitive functions. These functions are the mental processes that shape how INFJs perceive the world and make decisions. At the core of an INFJ's brain is Introverted Intuition, INI, their dominant cognitive function. Introverted intuition is what gives INFJs their ability to see patterns, foresee future possibilities, and understand complex ideas intuitively. This function makes INFJs incredible at seeing the big picture and connecting dots that others might miss. INI allows them to focus inward and analyze abstract concepts, often leading to insights that feel almost psychic. INFJs can often predict outcomes based on subtle cues or gut feelings, and they tend to rely on this intuition heavily. Their INI drives them to search for meaning in everything they do, which is why they are often drawn to deep conversations and topics that deal with human potential, philosophy, and existential questions. 2. The role of extraverted feeling, empathy and connection. Extraverted feeling, FE, is the INFJ's secondary function. FE is responsible for their deep emotional connection with others and their ability to read people's emotions. INFJs are often referred to as empaths because they can easily tune into the emotional energy of those around them. FE makes INFJs highly compassionate and eager to help others. They are wired to understand what people are feeling, even if those emotions aren't explicitly stated. This can make them exceptional counselors, therapists, or friends who are always there to listen and provide comfort. The downside? INFJs can sometimes absorb the emotions of others, which can lead to emotional overload or burnout. They can also prioritize the feelings of others over their own needs, which is why setting boundaries is a challenge for many INFJs. 3. Introverted thinking, the analytical side of the INFJ. While INFJs are often seen as deeply emotional, they also have a highly analytical side thanks to their introverted thinking, T, function. T is the third function in the INFJ's cognitive stack, and it's responsible for their logical, problem-solving abilities. INFJs use T to structure their thoughts, create logical frameworks, and analyze information. This function helps them think critically, especially when they need to process complex ideas or solve problems. While their dominant intuition, INI, allows them to see patterns, T enables them to break down these patterns into logical steps. However, since T is not as strong as INI or FE, INFJs often experience an internal tug-of-war between their logic and emotions. For example, they may logically know what they need to do in a situation, but their FE-driven desire to keep others happy can override their T-based reasoning. 4. Extraverted Sensing, staying grounded in the present. The fourth function in the INFJ's cognitive stack is Extraverted Sensing, SE. While it's not as prominent as INI or FE, SE plays a key role in helping INFJs stay connected to the physical world. SE allows INFJs to take in information from their immediate environment using their 5 senses. It gives them an appreciation for beauty, art, and sensory experiences. However, because SE is the INFJ's weakest function, they can sometimes struggle to stay grounded in the present moment. Instead, they may be lost in their thoughts, ideas, or future possibilities, making it easy to overlook practical, day-to-day details. INFJs who haven't developed their SE may also feel overwhelmed by too much sensory input, such as noisy environments or chaotic situations. They prefer calm, peaceful surroundings where they can focus on their thoughts and emotions. 5. Decision-making, how INFJs balance intuition and feeling. INFJs make decisions using a blend of their intuition and feelings. When faced with a decision, they will first rely on their need to intuitively understand the situation and what the future might hold. They'll then use their fate to evaluate how their decision will impact the people around them. This combination makes INFJs highly compassionate decision makers, always considering the ethical implications of their choices. However, it can also cause them to hesitate or second-guess themselves, as they may worry about hurting others or making the wrong decision. INFJs strive for harmony and seek to align their decisions with their personal values. If a choice feels morally or ethically wrong, they'll avoid it, even if it seems logical or beneficial from a practical standpoint. 6. The INFJs struggle with overwhelm and burnout. Because INFJs have such an intense inner world and a strong desire to help others, they are prone to overwhelm and burnout. Their brains are constantly processing emotions, future possibilities, and abstract ideas, which can be mentally exhausting. INFJs often push themselves to meet the needs of others, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. They absorb emotional energy from their surroundings, and without proper self-care, they can become drained. Many INFJs struggle with setting boundaries because they don't want to let others down, leading to a cycle of overextension and emotional fatigue. For an INFJ, it's essential to create space for solitude and self-reflection. These moments of quiet are where they recharge, reconnect with their inner selves, and regain the mental clarity they need to keep moving forward. The INFJ brain is a blend of deep intuition, empathy, logical analysis, and sensory awareness. INFJs live with one foot in the future, always searching for meaning and striving to make the world a better place. However, their deep emotional connection to others can also be their greatest challenge, leading to burnout and overwhelm. If you're an INFJ, it's important to recognize the unique gifts your brain offers and the importance of self-care to avoid mental exhaustion. And if you know an INFJ, understanding their thought process can help you appreciate the complexity and depth they bring to every aspect of life.